Danganronpa.
What the hell? France? New York? What the hell? There's a giant monokuma? People wearing masks? The hell is all of this?
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous.
How?
That's what this means.
How is it going this dangerous? What the hell happened?
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What is the point? What's with all the monokumas?
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right? What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
Well, I don't. We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane!
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you.
What?
If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Okay, and now we're back to this. Genocide memories! Separate memories!
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it
Genocide.
comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering? Nobody can remember anything.
Genocide can!
No, that's wrong.
You and Genocide have separate memories!
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
Your other self.
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Yaka, make her do it.
No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Byakuya should be queuing in 3, 2, 1.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Wow, that sounded very sincere from him. And she did like that! I called it!
Da 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 da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
There's nothing friendly about being a serial killer. You ain't Spider-Man, woman.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
It's from Byakuya. What do you expect anymore?
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
That video!
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This is a crazy off! Oh my god! Can we just leave these two in a locked room and see which one kills who?
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well? Where did they get all those masks? Is it real? Huh? Is it real genocide?
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Huh?
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
Because no one asked her, that's why.
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
You don't strike me as the quiet type.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Pretty sure there'll be a lot of tongue in that kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening.
Still happening?
But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That's what Ultra Eagle said. What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
An apocalypse?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago.
Right, we know that from Ultra Ego.
It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Wow.
I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster.
Wow.
Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
Okay.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
True, you split from personality to personality all the time.
Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
She can't remember either.
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Ah! I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the total tragedy!
Oh my god.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
Okay.
How can the world just end? It's the world.
The world ends with you?
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
Panic? What? The world's in absolute chaos! We're attracted here with 2 psychopaths!
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Not that big of a deal!
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you.
Alright, tell me.
It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Byakuya's family.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait.
Hook, line, and sinker, apparently.
You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Wow, that is very specific.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
This time would give me a choice. The Tagami family fell. I'll go for the middle one.
Correct! Well done, peasant!
I ain't no peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
Wait, is this gonna be like Doki Doki, where she like, I can see from the other side?
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it!
Okay, for a minute there, I thought it was gonna be like Doki Doki, where it broke the 4th wall for a minute. I could see her doing that. She's definitely a Monica.
Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
Okay.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
I guess.
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Oh, you're definitely sick. Sick in the head!
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
His entire family is gone?
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, technically they're not all gone. He's still alive, so...
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Wow.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment?
Avatar of Divine Punishment. My god, she sounds like a Final Fantasy boss.
You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Well, you're still alive. You can try to guide the world, I guess.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
You don't. You jump from personality to personality.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
But we lost our memory, so...
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
It happened just before?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
No, you lost your memories, remember? Oh my god.
A few weeks ago?
How long have we actually been in here?
Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
2 years ago! So 1 year when we had a school life, then the second year when the tragedy happened when we got stuck in here.
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
So they'd be in second year. Wait, what? 2 years ago? What does that...
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
We've lost an entire year's worth of memories.
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Our school lives.
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
Our school lives and the year we spent in here.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
They're all broken down now. Still, we have to answer somehow. What if Junko say is true? If we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us are only remembering our lives at Hope's Peak.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
I'm on fire!
Seriously? This routine again?
Look, just go sit in the corner, hero. You literally look like you're about to explode of a headache.
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy.
1 year of a normal school life, and the second year being stuck in here.
And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
It doesn't seem possible. What to think that too? I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our... But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Oh god, okay, locker note. Handbook.
2 years worth of memories.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
2 years older than you were, you idiot!
Everyone's so conflicted.
Okay, then what could it be?
2 years worth of memories.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything!
Pocketbook.
Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
I don't know. How old were you when you started this thing?
Everyone's so conflicted.
Very conflicted. Okay.
2 years worth of memories.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Okay, not that one.
Shoot!
Youch.
2 years worth of memories.
Group photos.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! I mean, I haven't gone to any Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Okay, it's not that. I don't know what it could be. I'm lost.
Shoot!
Group
2
photos.
years worth of memories.
I could never lose something like that.
That's not that either.
Shoot!
Shooting blindly. That's all I'm doing right now. Is shooting blindly.
2 years worth of memories.
Photos
I could
of...
never lose something like that.
Yo, nope, not that
You've
one.
been living here for 2 years?
Headmaster's e-handbook,
Hell
nope.
no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything!
Locker notes.
Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that. Why did I...
We've been living here for...
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any... Heck, I've never even gone...
This is all just
Plus, if 2 years have passed...
And it's not that. Okay, I don't know then.
Shoot!
I don't know what it could be then.
I refuse to give up
I
yet.
ain't giving up. I ain't gonna give up. Never say never. Okay. Locker put group photos. I want to go with group photos, I guess.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years?
Hell no! I mean, I haven't got. Heck, I've never even.
This is all just
Plus, how freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted.
Alright, I'm gonna go group.
2 years. I could never lose.
We've been living here for...
Hell no! I mean,
I haven't gone to any awesome... Heck, I've never even gone to a single...
This is all just
Plus, if 2 years have passed...
Okay, not that. Also, I just got achievement.
Shoot!
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
Plus,
Locker
if
notes.
2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Locker notebook.
Everyone's so
That's hero shit. Okay, let's try that.
2 years. I could never lose something.
We've been living here for 2 years. Hell no! That's I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome... Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
You have gone to... Okay, there we go. Got there in the end. I found a lot of your shit in a locker, Hero.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Is it yours?
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
Because it belongs to you. Is this your handwriting?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor.
Of the dorms.
If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
What's is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that.
It's your handwriting.
This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
Sorry, buddy, but there's no security of this. You're lost. We all lost 2 memories.
I don't want
2
to
years
believe
of
it either.
memories
But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
that belongs to Kyoko.
And whose pocketbook is that?
Kyoko's.
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Can we just kill her already? We know who killed her.
isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral. Hell yes!
What? Hell yes? Why hell yes to that?
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on?
Too many.
How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
The tragedy.
Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
How are you bored?
What?
We are bored of this world.
You're bored of the world?
Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out.
I mean, yeah, but...
This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
Or maybe you're just fucking crazy!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you.
Why?
To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
You're the mastermind. At least give us our memories back.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Okay. I can only think of one time. When I fainted... When I got my application letter... At the entrance... At the entrance ceremony? No, then I'm gonna go for application letter.
Shoot!
When I fainted, then. Okay, then.
I got it!
There's times to
The
charm.
moment I lost my memories, I can't think of any time other than that day.
The day I woke up in a classroom.
When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
Right. I remember that. That's how we started.
I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
Talk about a power nap.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
But we all thought it was for the first time.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
Jesus!
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
And she goes back to the mushrooms.
I love you all so much.
What? You love us all? Okay?
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly.
I think we're gonna need a restraint order.
It's only natural that I would fall in love.
Fall in love? What?
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about
You
it!
got a funny way of showing your love.
All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair! Our plan to bring despair to all mankind!
Why? The ultimate despairs? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay.
Back to when everyone first came to this school.
Right.
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
Right.
Oh boy, it was just the worst!
Yeah.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much! You were all having the time of your lives!
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
What the hell are you?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it.
Seriously, what type of human would do that?
I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
Yeah, I highly doubt it's just 2 people.
Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
An evil cult?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those.
Huh?
How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
What?
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
Like a virus?
Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
This is so crazy!
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get back to the story.
Keep going.
Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors.
The only? Oh my god.
The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened!
What?
Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter!
That explains that. I was right.
That's right! It was transformed into a shelter!
A safe house. A security place to keep everyone alive.
I said it twice!
Yeah, you did.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
The principal and us?
Do any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster.
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us.
That makes sense.
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
That explains that.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Because he trapped you in here with us and your sister.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
We did all that. We bolted everything from the floor to even the kitchen sink.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
Bah.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
To protect ourselves.
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
That is sick.
Why? Why would you do that?
She's a psycho. 10 times more of a psycho than genocide.
Because this was so much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope.
Of course there'd be some that wouldn't give up hope.
So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
This whole broadcast. Okay, here we go again with the spelling. It's only 2 letters. Hijack.
Now I understand.
She hijacked. Oh, okay, she hijacked like a chalet or that.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing?
TV rots your brain, kids.
By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Really?
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Heavy weaponry?
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies.
Dropping like flies?
I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Up yours, you're no friend of mine.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
No. I don't give in to despair, because that's what you want. I will move on with my life. I know you just told us that there are people out there that are fighting. We can give them hope.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
Well, I'd be sad, but I would pick myself up and move on with my life.
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless?
Yeah,
Then
they were already our first motive. Our family and friends were already dead. Second motive, it would have mattered. Third motive, money's useless in an apocalypse.
you've been murdering each other? For nothing? And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
Wow, Miyagi is lost for words.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
It's don't.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
Jesus, Hero, step out of it!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like.
That's true.
But there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Yeah.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself.
And you just told us that people are out there fighting. I want to meet those people.
So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes, truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
I know Schrodinger's cat. Basically, it's a theory where if you put a cat in a box and you put poison in it, you don't know if the cat's dead or alive until you open the box and see for yourself. Thereby making a paradox.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure! Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed?
You may not pull the trigger, but you set off the domino effect.
What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
Oh, that's very wrong, cause this class trial is for the murder of someone that you killed, sweetheart. So, you lost. You gotta get punished. Voting time. Bitch gonna die.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
So are you.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
Yeah, we've been at this for like 3 hours of recording. Seriously, 3 hours of recording. That's the longest time I've ever recorded a video.
What do you mean?
I got to cut this video like crazy.
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya?
Well, it's clearly you.
Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
I was about to say, if she votes, she'll be the one odd one out. Okay.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
No, she doesn't. We all have to say Hope. No, despair. Despair dies.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
So our options are basically kill her and find a way out, or stay here, grow old, and die in despair. What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
That's not living, though.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me and make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb!
What's the bomb?
Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What?
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
Me?
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
Well, I'm not a big fan of you either.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
Oh, for the love of... Yeah, but she'll be here as well, guys!
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
Almost punishing her. I'm up for punishing her.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys!
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Kyoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
I'm with you, Makoto! And that shut her up.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
So this is the real you.
Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with.
No more mood swings. This is just you.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate... I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. That's not really living at all. How am I gonna convince them? Group photos, Kyoko's father's picture. Okay, that'd be perfect for her.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt.
But why?
In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Wait, why is it hers? Oh god, I'm gonna die!
We won't give up! As
group
long
photos.
as there's hope, we'll never give up!
Oh, wait!
If I were to die,
Hope!
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Don't lose hope now!
That's what I'm meant to do!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
That's right.
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
No, we don't.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here.
That's right. You're with me, hero.
The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Nina!
Don't lose hope now.
Don't lose hope, girl!
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
She fight!
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Oh, yeah.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
That's
By
right.
the way, the only reason is thanks to the air purifiers and say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die,
The purifiers will... In other words, the communal life you've all been living will... Meh.
Come on, genocide!
Don't lose hope now.
There's more people to kill for you out there!
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school.
Fair enough.
Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it.
I never was a fan of school either.
Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
Byakuya, you're next!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all been...
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Byakuya, come on! You're still alive, so your family name's still alive.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Come on!
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Good.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
There's that cocky attitude we all kind of like, but hate very much.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind.
Yep.
Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known...
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
Got the theme song playing!
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Danganronpa.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Oh, not. Okay, I should have kept the hope. Shoot! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I've died. I'm dead. Failed.
Danganronpa.